Hey, I'm Greg, and today I'm super excited to show you a peek behind the curtain of how we design Dive Chat. At its core, Dive Chat is the all-in-one digital home for real-world communities. Every group on Dive Chat has sub-chats to keep conversations streamlined and a shared calendar to ensure that every group member knows of the community's next upcoming event. You can think of it as organized as Slack, as simple as iMessage, but with the powerful functionality of Google Calendar. After hundreds of user interviews, thousands of Figma frames, and over 500 test flight builds, our team has learned countless lessons of how to build beloved consumer products. Today, we're going to review 3 key areas where we've leveraged metrics, user feedback, and intuition to make measurable improvements to growth, new user experience, and product roadmap prioritization. Let's talk about the first area in which we've used metrics to make tangible product improvements. Growth. Onboarding is a critical opportunity to create a great first impression. And because when users first download your app, they're generally more curious, it's one of the best moments to consider encouraging a user to invite someone else. It is crucial that your onboarding elicits enough value to motivate a user to invite a friend. In a previous version of Dive Chat, we saw that of new users who were joining without a group, only 11% of them were creating a new group and inviting someone else. Obviously, we were unsatisfied with this number, so we took to the streets, conducted user interviews, created design prototypes, and launched a new version of onboarding. This version included a few key changes. First, instead of giving users sample events when they join, we opted to guide them through the flow of creating a new event themselves. Next, we reduced the time it took for new users to experience novel features on Dive Chat like spam reactions, moving it earlier in a user's journey. Then we introduced churn prevention notifications, which brought users back to the app if they had left before completing onboarding. Finally, we added an invite friend sheet, which prompted users to invite people to the new group that they had just created. With these changes, we immediately saw our baseline of 11% of new users inviting at least one other person jump up to 27%, in turn providing improvements to both growth and user education. During onboarding, Dive Chat users are presented with this screen, which highlights the value of granting notification permissions. This screen was performing pretty well. 89% of people were turning on notifications, but we thought we could do better. So we implemented a speed bump. If a user taps maybe later on the screen, they're shown a new alert asking them to think twice before confirming their selection. After implementing this new alert, 44% of people who saw the alert changed their mind and turned on notification permissions, bringing our total opt-in rate up to an industry-leading 94%. Lastly, I want to highlight how we use data to prioritize requests from our users and inform our product roadmap. We built Dive Chat for Desktop as a way for our users to consistently stay more connected with the communities that they're a part of. With features like native notifications, the ability to use Dive Chat either in a browser or as a standalone app, and the freedom to type using a desktop keyboard, mouse, and trackpad, users were consistently asking us to bring more feature parity from iPhone and Android to the desktop. But as any product builder will tell you, feature requests are only as valuable as their ability to prioritize and eventually ship them. So we needed to cut through the noise and figure out what types of people were using our desktop app. By digging into the data, we found that 33% of our desktop users are admins or owners of groups. However, as a platform, just 5% of community members are admins or owners of a group, which meant that a disproportionate amount of desktop users are admins or owners who we regard as high-value users to us. So we filtered our desktop feedback based on requests from admins and owners of groups, and as a consequence, built their most requested features first, like creation of subchats, groups, and events, file uploads, and last seen statuses, which provide confidence that community members are active. So that's a brief look at a few examples of how we use metrics, user feedback, and intuition to make measurable improvements to our product and our processes. Improving our invite mechanisms in onboarding, increasing the opt-in rate for push notification permissions, and listening to the right type of user feedback when setting product roadmap prioritization. Want to talk to me or learn more about how we've designed Dive Chat intentionally? More work samples and my contact information is available at the link on your screen. With a rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars, Dive Chat is completely free to download in the App Store or Google Play in the United States. Let me know what you think. And thank you for spending a little bit of time learning about our design process.